Here with Heather Peace. Of course, she's best known for her role most recently in Lip Service, but also being the star of The Bill, London's Burning, and also a fabulous singer.
Apparently so, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know where to begin. Well, we'll talk about your singing first, and then we'll move on to Lip Service.
Yeah, we've just been on a UK tour, which finished, literally the night before. I finished in Cardiff the night before I was driving up for the Lip Service read-through. So played here at the Classic Grand in Glasgow. Started in Belfast, Glasgow, Liverpool, Leeds, and finished in London. We did sort of a 12-day.
How did you manage to fit it all in?
To be honest, Bev, it's been. I'm absolutely loving it because I had 2 years of that were really fallow. I think a lot of actors sort of struggled a bit with not so much drama being made, and that's when I sort of really knuckled down and started doing my music. It was in between filming Lip Service and it actually going on air, and that's where I just started absolutely pinning down the music, so that when Lip Service actually went out, then it sort of benefited me musically as well.
Well, that's great because people, that will obviously have built up a great fan base for you as DS Sam Murray, and then equally you're building another fan base through the gigs.
Yeah, completely. I think it's being busy is when I'm at my best, and it has been a bit manic, and you know I have been chasing my tail, but I love it like that, really. I'm a bit of a workaholic, so.
But how would you describe your kind of sound?
Well, I play with a Gretsch guitar, which is quite a jazzy sound. I come from singing jazz years ago.
But, you're a classically trained pianist, aren't you?
Yeah, so we haven't got the piano here today, but sort of when we're on tour, I switch between the two. And now we've got the full band, so we're going into rehearsals when I finish here, and we've got the bassist and the guitarist who've just come off a 9-month tour with Tricky, which is pretty awesome, Kelly and Sarah.
Cool. You're getting all the inside gossip from that.
Yeah, completely. But it's more just seeing how that sound will actually build now, because we've got the finished band.
Yes.
I've been on my own for so long, I don't know how it's going to sound yet, and that's what's exciting about it.
And I mean, obviously, people know you for your role in Lip Service, DS Sam Murray. You seem very different to the character. Did you have to sort of think about how you were going to build this character in real life?
I think I kind of knew I wanted to make her slightly less northern than myself, just because I always get cast for northern. That was just totally a choice of let me just try and do something different. But she's way butcher than me. And to be honest, it's when I put the shirt and the waistcoats on. I just did a job on Holby City just before I started as a detective. And they had me in the suit with the shirts, sleeves and the waistcoat, but they gave me heels.
Okay.
And so when I came up to costume, I just went, right, that's what DS Sam Murray has to look like when she's working, but with brogues, with some nice flat shoes. And to be honest with you, when you've got those trousers on, your hands are in your pocket, and it just takes on a kind of swagger. Yes. You know, and then of course just with the storyline and how she is with Kat, and she's quite masterful and all of that, it just becomes apparent. So every time I put those waistcoats on, I feel differently.
Now, you are a very versatile actress, having done The Bill, London's Burning. What other things that you would like to do in the future in terms of acting?
I think I'd like to. I did a series called The Chase, which was a Kay Mellor series, and a lot of people don't remember me from that because I played so against type. I played a single mother, you know, and she was very, very feminine, and people don't realise. I'd like to do something that was so against type that you almost didn't realise. I was going to say,
there's always a danger, isn't there, of being typecast?
Which is fine, because I played Fire Brigade, SAS, you know, now I play detectives, and I'd rather play those strong roles, definitely, but it would be great to go off and do something so completely different, you know. And
what about Simon Cowell? Do we hear from him these days?
No, we never did. Do you know what? I've met Simon though a few times. I met him at Nigel's 50th, sort of 8 years later, and I have to say he's probably one of the most charming, lovely guys you'll ever meet. You know, he straight away remembered me, remembered my name. He's very good. So
he does remember. He's got a good name.
Yeah, no, he's great. And at the time, it just wasn't where I was going with stuff, and not what they wanted. And you know, this is a second chance, and it's a chance when we're completely artistically in control of what's going on, which is all I ever wanted, really.
Now also you've been, because you're openly gay, and you've been put in the top 100 in many lists. Has that changed your life in any way, Heather?
I don't know.
In the States and in the UK?
I don't know, really. I suppose I sort of stopped, I don't know.
It's like lists, you know, number, whatever.
I know, but who decides on these? You see, it might be that my mum's just on the panel of all of these things. You don't know. You actually decide.
She's very coy. It's great. That's the way to be.
Yeah.
Anything else that you'd like to talk about today before we wish you on your merry way?
No, I think that's it. I mean, by all means, you know, come and see us in Edinburgh. We're playing Edinburgh, and we're also doing Manchester Pride at the end of August. And from there on in, it'll be a case of the series coming out and the album, and hopefully a couple of tracks of mine actually on the soundtrack of the series.